today I'm going to be talking about the structure of the nail and its functions. Just a little bit about me before we get started. I've been studying at Chichester College for the past 3 years. I've previously studied level 2 and level 3 beauty, and I'm now currently studying level 4 in salon management. Just on the left hand side of my presentation here, I put a diagram for you guys to follow along at each part of the nail that I describe. So, the structure of the nail. The nail matrix is situated immediately below the cuticle, also known as the epinicium. The nail mantle or proximal nail fold is a deep fold of the skin above the matrix. The nail bed is located immediately below the nail plate that is a continuation of the matrix and is also part of the skin on which the nail plate rests at. So if you accidentally catch your nail, and sometimes people say, oh, it's gone into the pink bit, meaning that the free edge is no longer there, it can be quite tender or sore because the nail bed has now been exposed. The cuticle is a fold of overlapping skin that surrounds the base of the nail. There are 3 areas of the cuticle, one which I've already mentioned, the epinicium, and the other 2, the perinicium and the hypernicium. The epinicium is the dead cuticle that adheres to the base of the nail, near the lunar. The perinicium is the cuticle that outlines the nail plate, and the hypernicium is the cuticle skin found under the free edge of the nail. The lunar is a light-coloured, semicircular area of the nail that lies between the matrix and the nail plate. This is also known as the half moon, as it's the little white circle at the base of your nail. The nail plate is the main visible part of the nail which rests on the nail bed and ends at the free edge. It is made up of tightly packed and hardened keratinized epidermal cells. These cell layers are packed closely together and are bound together by sulfur bonds, moisture and fats. The nail wall are folds of the skin overlapping the sides of the nails. Nail grooves are deep ridges from the sides of the nail. And the free edge is part of the nail plate that extends beyond the nail bed and fingertip. Now on to the functions. The nail matrix is the most important feature of the nail. This is the area where living cells are produced. It also has a very good blood supply which delivers oxygen to the nail and is vital in the production of new cells. This area also determines the health of the nail. The nail mantle or proximal nail fold protects the matrix or nail root from any physical damage. The nail bed provides nourishment and protection for the nail and is richly supplied with blood vessels, lymph vessels and nerves from the underlying dermis. The cuticle protects the matrix and the nail bed from infection by stopping dirt and bacteria from getting underneath the nail plate, forming a waterproof barrier. The lunar is an area of the nail where the cells start to harden. The cells here are in a transitional stage between hard and soft. These form a bridge between the living cells of the matrix and the dead cells of the nail plate. The nail plate offers protection for the nail bed. The nail wall protects the edges of the nail plate from external damage. The nail grooves guide growth of the nail up the fingers or toes, helping the nail to grow straight. And the free edge is the part of the nail that is filed during a manicure or a pedicure. This also protects the fingers and the hypernicium. The process of nail growth. The nail growth process is characterised by these steps. Nail growth occurs from the matrix by cell division. As new cells are produced in the matrix, older cells are pushed forwards and hardened by the process of keratinization to form the hardened nail plate. Translucent cells, when they first emerge from the matrix, are plump and soft, but they keratinize and become harder and flatter as they move towards the free edge. As the nail grows, it moves along the nail grooves at the side of the nail. These grooves help to direct growth along the nail bed. The top layers of the epidermis, also known as the stratum lucidum and the stratum corneum, form the nail plate. The remaining 3 layers of the epidermis, also known as the stratum germinativum, spinosum, and granulosum form the nail bed. It takes approximately 6 months for cells to travel from the lunar to the free edge of the nail fingertips, and approximately 9 to 12 months for toenails. Just as a quick revision tip here for you guys, when taking your exam, if you use flashcards, one tip that I used was to put the diagram on one side of the flashcard and put the functions and location on the other side so that you can test yourself.